Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 2 of the Farming Simulator 22. Kai's Farm, or whatever you want to call it right now. We said we was going to do like a survival challenge of some sorts, but really it is basically just myself learning the game, the mechanics, learning about farming, and obviously trying to build up a farming empire, if that is even possible. But as you can see, we are back to cutting down some trees. We did a lot of that in the first episode just to try and get us a little bit of money. We're just under 10k at the minute. A few hours remaining of the day, or the month I should say. Every day is a month, I believe, as things stand. Oh, that's perfect. That's it. Can we tie that on? Just take that as it is. I won't even have to cut it up. If we can, that'll be perfect. But what we're going to do, we're going to start off once again cutting down some trees, and then hopefully, I think one of the first things we need to get done in today's episode is to get one of the sell points a little bit closer to home, because obviously, as you saw in the first episode, it's quite a distance from here to there, so traveling with all the wood is just a little bit of a pain, and obviously having a sell point at home would be much easier, and we can get things done a lot faster as well. So fingers crossed we can get that done at the start of today's episode. But let's try and get these trees chopped down, start traveling back up to the shop, and then we'll try and get that sell point done straight away. So let's just cut down these boys and girls, and then we can go on our merry way to the shop. Right, it's getting dark now, and as you can see, just pick these few up which I've just chopped down. We can start our journey back to the shop before it does get fully dark. Still a little bit of light hanging around. 10 past 7 in the evening. Oops. Trying to get as much as possible on top of this truck without it falling off. Hopefully that last bit there won't fall. We've cut down quite a few trees, as you can see, all the stumps. We may try and start getting rid of some of these stumps soon. But let's drive then to the shop. It is a little bit of a drive, but as I said earlier, as soon as we can get this sell point down, we won't have to make this journey as often as we are selling this wood. You can see our worker there still working on that farm, seeding the field, taking quite a long time because obviously the tractor that he's using is very slow. It doesn't have enough power to pull the seeder. We don't want to tip this one. We've already done that in the first episode. We don't want to be killing ourselves in day 2. Well, day 1 I should say. Episode 2. But as you can see, as you know, a long drive all the way to the shop. So that is the main reason why we do want that sell point. So if we get around 2k for this load, maybe even 3k. There is quite a lot of thick wood here. That's what she said. We may be pushing for 3k. Let's have a look. We're almost there. Now you can see the lights of the shop, of the store. And then if it does take us over, what, 12, possibly 12,000. We'll see how much the sell point is. But here we are. Parked there nicely. How much is this going to be, boys? £2,620, so not too bad at all. So that brings us just under 12,000, which I think right now we can go ahead and get ourselves the sell point. So let's just drive back to our home, and then obviously we can skip to the shop and then get that sell point put down. So here we are back at our luxurious tent, our little home. I'm not sure whereabouts we're going to put the sell point, but let's go to the store. Here we are. Which one is it? There we go. Vehicle shop, visits, and receptionist. Where is she? She must have gone home, but it is still open, so I think it's under construction. Is it tools? Where is this? Production. Selling points, there we go. Right, we've got selling point for bales. We don't want that. Grain, production, sell everything with a container. I'm not sure what it means to have a container. Well, yeah, I think we're just going to have the normal one. It only costs 1,000. So that is going to be an absolutely huge investment for ourselves for the series. Now, it is on one of the mods, of course, so if you need to get one, and it makes life a little bit easier so you don't have to travel so far. As you can see, look how far this road is, just to sell wood each and every day. And shall we put it on that platform or closer to the tent? I think the platform right there is going to be perfect for it. There we go. We're going to place that down then. £1,000 is going to be spent. That is probably the best investment which we are going to be making throughout the whole of this series. I'm not going to lie, that is going to help us so much. So let's just get back to our little camping area, and then maybe we can look to sleep to get ourselves into the next day. But there is a new selling point then. This cost me £1,000, this did, but as I said, it is going to be a huge help. And now we don't have to drive all the way back to the shop to sell all the wood, because we still do have quite a lot of the wood to sell. A lot of trees to continue to chop down. You can see all the trees there on the left and the right of us. But where is our worker still working? I believe he is. You can see all these stones. We'll get these stones sorted, but not just yet. You can see, look at these. I don't even know how to get them sorted. I'm sure there'll be a tool of some sorts to get rid of them, then possibly sell these on the selling point. But you can see, look how much he is struggling with the terrible tractor we have got. Maybe we'll look to upgrade that before the end of today's episode, but it's doing the job. Very slowly, but it is doing the job. So I think what we're going to do now is probably sleep. It is 7:30 in the evening. This is going to take us into the next month. We are just under 11,000. What time are we going to be waking up? 5 AM? 9 AM? Let's have a good sleep. So 9 AM. A good sleep. Beautiful weather. There we go. Let's keep that sunshine. Oh, it's not beautiful weather because the clouds are coming over and the forecast is actually rain. And look at this. It's started to grow and he's not even fully seeded the field yet, which is pretty funny. Hopefully he can get that done this month. We're going to let him continue to do that throughout today, and then hopefully before the end of today's episode that is all completed and fully seeded, and then obviously it will start to grow properly over the next couple of months or days, whatever you want to say on this. And then we can look to harvest it in the future, which I'm excited for. It's going to be our first harvest to see how much obviously that little field will bring in for us. I don't expect too much, but anything is good right now. Of course, we are only earning money through cutting down trees, and obviously these trees are not going to last forever. To be fair, we've cut down quite a lot already, and I wouldn't say halfway through the trees, but not too far away from halfway, that's for sure. So the money running out, we need that harvest as soon as possible. We're going to cut down these trees, get them sold at our new selling point. I don't really want to miss selling any of these, but I will cut to pretty much the end of each tree or truckload, just so we're not boring you guys with all the chainsawing going on. Obviously there is a lot of that happening at the start of this series, but it does get better. Don't worry, we'll be opening up new fields, doing more things as well, but we're just trying to get the first bits of money rolling in, just so we've got our first equipment as well. As I said, I think I said in the first episode, we don't really want to be taken alone. We want to be self-sufficient. We want to earn all our own money. But of course, if we feel that we have to, then of course we're not going to rule it out. If we need to take out a loan, then we will do that in the future. But right now, it's not something we're looking to do. But let's try and sell this. Hopefully this will take us back over to, what, over 10k? He's more than halfway over that field now at least, so that's looking promising. And look at this, so much easier. We'll just drive here, step out the truck, go over to the selling icon, click sell wood, and boom, £2,327, job done. And now we can get ourselves back to the trees, cut down some more, sell some more, and push towards 15 grand, which is absolutely superb. But look how much quicker we can sell this wood now that that selling point is on our property. So much easier, boys and girls. It's going to help so much. We've got a couple of trees already cut down, so we can get those chopped down, get it on the back of the truck, and sell some more, make some more money. We'll have a quick look as well, I think, of our actual property, the boundaries which we've got, to see if we can open up a new field, maybe even open up one where we have cut down a lot of these trees. But of course that will mean getting rid of all the stumps. Not sure how to get rid of the stumps. I believe there was it a Lumberjack mod of some sorts? Maybe something we'll look at in the future. I don't want to install it just yet. I want to learn a little bit more about the machines in the game. But of course, if it is going to be costing us an arm and a leg to get those stumps out, then that's not something which we want to be doing much of. But another load of trees or wood. That one's just hanging off the back there, hoping we don't crash. I don't think it's closer to the ground. But here we go, 11,100, and selling this lot's going to take us to hopefully over 14,000. That one's just shy of 3 grand. Absolutely fantastic, that one. But as you can see, it is 10:15 in the morning. We've got quite a lot sold already, and this guy needs to continue on. He is struggling there a little bit, but he's getting through it slowly but surely. As I said, hopefully he's done by the end of September, or the day you could say. Let's go and chop down some more trees. A huge open space now with these trees disappeared. We've got a couple of small ones just out in the wild as well. We'll get rid of these. A little bit of extra money, of course, opens up some more space. We could maybe even open up a field on this hill. We'll get rid of that. Any more? We've got a tree in the middle of the rocks. I'll probably leave that one there. Where is the boundary? Just a little bit beyond the rock, isn't it? So just a little bit that way. We've got these 2 trees up here. Are they in my land? Ooh, they might just be in my land. That might be the boundary, actually, the boundary line. And then you can see on the bottom left, we're just inside the corner in the top right of our corner. So a pretty open space over here, which means we could open up a new field, and then obviously get that ploughed. We'll have to use I think it's a plough which you create a new field with. But for now, we need some more dollar. We need some more money. Let's cut down some more trees, then we'll look to get rid of some of these stumps, and then obviously with these stumps removed, we'll have an even bigger open area to create an even bigger field. But here goes another load then. Actually, I think this is the second load. I think we've just skipped a load because we're up to just under 16,000. So we've skipped a load that we've just sold. This is going to be another one. How many is that for today's episode? Quite a lot. I know it's a little bit boring selling wood, guys, but this is the early stages of the series, and of course it's the only way we can make money right now before we can harvest. We are going to be looking to sell more things as well in the future. I believe we can get some beehives and a little bit of, what is it, I can't remember what it's called, an outdoor vegetable area, vegetable patch. Can't remember what they're called now, but we will be looking to that in the next few episodes. Every possibility of earning money we will be looking at. But there we go. We are approaching £20,000 now in the bank. Looking good. Not too shabby, eh? Only day 2 or month 2. Still got some more wood to sell though, of course. And here goes another load. Quite a lot on this one. A bit of a dangerous piece of branch there. Hopefully it's not touching the ground. I think that's going to be okay. Looks like a spear. We'll just get past these trees and I think it will be alright. Right then, so let's sell this one. 17,500 we're at right now, and ouch, we've just hit the rock and we've been tipped over for the 2nd episode in a row. And we're moving, boys. Can we get to the sell point? We cannot. I don't think we can't turn. I'm trying. I was trying. Can we push it ourselves? It's still moving. When we get in it, it moves. No, this is not going to work, is it? Good thing, though. At least this time, something which we don't have. And in fact, the worker's just completed his task on the field. So the field is now fully seeded. And I think what we're going to have to do is go and jump in that tractor and try and tip us back onto our wheels. Is this all okay? Don't know if all that's connected. Well, let's run over to our tractor. Stepping on some crows as we go. Well, there we go. A fully seeded field. Looking beautiful there. Well done. Took him forever to do in this little tractor, but he managed to do it in the end. We'll buy him a pint at the end of the day. He's already gone home. Well, that is all done. Let's take the seeder away. We can actually send that back as well, the seeder. We don't need it anymore, but we'll keep it on the back of our tractor right now. Might give us a little bit of extra power to try and tip this truck back onto its wheels. And then obviously we can sell this wood, and hopefully there's going to be enough there to hit 20,000. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? Let's reverse. Oh my god, don't tip over. I don't want the tractor to tip over, otherwise we are going to be absolutely screwed. We'll be wasting money on loaning a bigger tractor to tip over these two. Or a digger of some sort. This is just not wanting to tip over at all. Do we have enough power to push it? Let's reverse. Let's try and push it. Can we push it? Oh, slowly. It's going. It's going, boys. It's going. The rock's going to get in the way, though, I feel. Might have to back up and get onto this side a little bit just to get it away from that massive rock. See if we can get a little bit of speed. Go on. Keep away from the rock. Go on. Keep going. Try and hit it on this side again. I wasn't expecting to waste the lunchtime trying to tip over my truck, that's for sure. Yeah, it definitely doesn't want to tip back over. And I don't want to reset it, because obviously if we reset the vehicle, it's going to end up back at the store. I don't want to drive all the way back, so let's do a little bit realistic. Try and use a tractor to tip it back onto its wheels. It's the only thing we can do, right? Nearly killed ourselves in the process. But we're going to have a few more bumps here, and then we should be able to get ourselves onto the sell point, because there's no way that this truck is actually going to tip over, which is a bit of a shame. We've hit it quite a few times. It's just not tipping back on its 4 wheels, or 6 wheels I should say. So can we push it all the way here? Might need a little bit of a bump. At least we're past that rock now. Oh, here we go. We was getting a little bit of traction there. No, we lost all the traction. So it looks like another thump. We're almost there, boys. Then we can get back to cutting down some trees, because I know that you've missed us cutting trees down. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's get on that dirt. That might be a little bit easier then. Come on. You've got it. You've got the power. Keep going. How much is this lot going to sell for, guys? To be fair, there's not a lot of big thick pieces on there. A lot of thin ones. Tops of the trees, thin trees, maybe one thick tree in there. But let's give this one bump, and that should be on the sell point completely. Oh, I might need one more actually. Is that going to be enough? No. Sold some there. What was that? £426 worth. So let's just reverse, square ourselves up a little bit, and let's volley it. Boosh. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. And hey, the trailer writes itself as well, so that's even better. So just under 2,000, or just over 2,000 I think the lot was. And that puts us on £19,500 now. So I think what we can do, now that the trailer is actually right way up, we can get rid of the cedar. We do not need that anymore, so we'll return that. Thank you very much. no longer needs to be leased. We'll get another one out in the future, of course, but we do need to open up another field. We need to harvest our small field eventually, so of course we will need to lease a harvester. We'll need to lease a trailer as well. Trying to think of what else we need. What shall we do right now though? I'm thinking getting rid of the tree stumps. So let's just have a look. Does that get rid of tree stumps? 24,000, so we can't buy it. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a... Oh yeah, in the top right. I always forget in the top right. Tree stumps and bushes. There's a red one. I think that's going to be the cheapest one though, isn't there? 24,500. How much is this going to be to lease it? Click on it. So 25,000 to buy. We're not going to buy it. We just want to lease this bad boy. Looks nice. £1,249. So that is leased. Didn't really want to spend that money, but it is what it is. We need to get rid of those stumps. We want a new field opened up in the next few episodes. So if we can get rid of those, that will see. It'll help us see how much space we actually have. We've got a few there near the selling point as well, which we need to get rid of. But let's drive a tractor up there. Let's go grab the stump remover, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what you call it, to be fair. We'll just call it a stump remover. There it is, right next to our seeds. Nice little drive. I don't mind driving back to the store when we need to pick things up. It's like you got a new little toy to play with. So let's attach this on to the back of the tractor. And now the weight keeps it on nicely. And we are looking good. Right. As you know, let's drive all the way back home. And then we can start removing the stumps. And we are back, and as you can see, it says insufficient engine power available for the attached equipment. So we've just drove all the way back from the store, back to the home, and it looks like we are unable to use this stump remover because our tractor is terrible. The tractor struggled to seed the field over there. It did manage it in the end, but it's not going to manage this. It does not have enough power to turn on the stump remover. So what I think we're going to have to do, we will leave the stump remover here. So I need to detach this and then probably return this tractor and the weight on the front and possibly lease a new one. Obviously it's going to be a bigger one. I'm going to have to check the power, the HP, the horsepower, whatever, and the weight, I guess. So let's have a look at the stump remover right now. 110 kilowatts, 150 horsepower. We're going to keep that. This is 70 horsepower. So I think, is it the HP that we need to be looking at then, I guess? And get rid of the weight as well. So now what we need to do, because we are currently tractorless, there's no sales on for a tractor, which is a bit of a shame. So we are going to have to go out and lease one. It's going to be a medium tractor. There's one just under 100k there. I don't know whether we'll have enough wood to actually go on and buy that, but we can lease it. We've got enough money to lease it for a few months. Is that the cheapest one? I think it is. I think it's powerful enough. 170 horsepower. What was the horsepower of the thing? I think it was 150. Lease it for $5,000. Oh my days. That's a big chunk, but we're going to need it. We'll probably keep this one for a while actually, because once we've harvested our wheat, we're going to need a trailer as well. We'll probably try and buy a trailer. If we can sell some more wood, chop down some more trees, try and get enough for a trailer. Maybe we'll find one at a discount when it's time to harvest. Fingers crossed. We can only hope, of course. But let's see if this tractor is powerful enough to use the stump remover, and we can get started removing the tree stumps around our little home and around our new field area, which we will start in the next episode or so. And we have a few around here, so obviously we can test it before we do move over there. Let's just reverse this one back onto it. And then I think, guys, we're going to end today's episode with the tree stump remover. There we go. It is on. It's switched on. How do we use it, though? We just have to back up, I'm guessing. Oh, look at that. Perfect. This shouldn't take long at all. If we can just back up onto them like this, takes them down easy peasy. Oh, I just missed that one. But there you go, guys. Episode 2 over and done with. We have seeded our field. We've cut down some more trees. We were close to 20,000. But unfortunately, we had to lease out this new tractor. But at least it's getting the job done with the tree stump remover now. We'll get all these done. I'm not going to bore you with all the tree stump removal stuff. We'll probably start tomorrow, the next episode, I should say, episode 3. Hopefully by finishing with all the tree stumps, and then we can see what we can move on to then. So yeah, oops, I just dug a hole, don't mind me, my wife's buried there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Leave a like if you did. Obviously feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments section below. I will be checking out any suggestions of what I should be looking to do, best ways to earn money. I am still learning the game, very new to not just farming sim but farming overall, and so there's a lot to learn. But as I said, leave a like if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.